Okay, so we're gonna do a quick video on what is going on with the tariff situation. Okay, so for those of you guys that haven't kept up with the news, this became like an official press release from the White House itself, right? That it's official that these are coming out next month. There's no more like delays unless it's like some type of crazy thing that comes out of nowhere and it just causes a delay. And the crazier part is that apparently there's another thing that came out where if you work in the government, you can't even date a Chinese person right now, which is interesting to say the least. But the thing is, basically everything coming into the United States is going to get taxed. The reason for this is something along the lines of just trying to bring all the jobs in manufacturing into the country. But the problem with that is that it's not like, I mean, these companies have like like 8, 9 figure, 10 figure like manufacturing facilities already set up. I don't understand how they're gonna just move that, within like even a year. It's gonna take years for that to happen. On top of that, the other issue is like, why would they do that if they could just charge more and make more money, right? So like, those of us doing e-commerce, like basically what we have to do is just raise our prices and level up our marketing to basically be like, hey, we are getting hit by tariffs, as everybody knows, so everything's just going to cost more. But the thing nobody else is talking about is the fear index is also skyrocketing. People are getting more scared to spend money on random things, right? Like, that's the part that's like confusing to me, right? Because like if you're already like an established brand, that by that I mean you're doing like over $1 million a month, you're good. You might not even feel much of this, to be honest. You're probably just gonna make more money. But for everybody else that's like trying to get established and trying to get up there, they're the ones that are gonna be like, you really have to level up your marketing to get people to be like, hey, this is a worthwhile investment for them to actually buy your product, right? And the other thing I'm noticing here is like, I never follow politics because it's just, my friend calls it pretty well. It's like people are just trying to get clips and farm clips to be sensational, to get views, to get like votes or whatever. And I have a cousin who's into politics. Like he's like actually like a political figure in a place. And he would probably hate me saying that because he's like the biggest party pooper at any family party, right? So I don't really follow them, but I'm kind of having to follow them, and it's just like there's a lot of fear that everybody is pushing into you, and everybody that's on social media, right? And this is another thing I noticed just by going outside, is that the newer generation especially is more scared than like ever before. Like it's to the point where like they get so scared that they will like make fun of people or like judge things even though they have no idea what is even happening, which is really interesting, right? So it connects because that's like the next generation of consumers, right? So when you're building out your brand, when you're trying to break into this segment and you have like 20-year-olds buying like that $1,000 shirt, was it Loro Piana or whatever it is, like you have all these kids that are spending stupid money, right? So you can't discredit or disregard those people, right? You have to see what are the trends that are happening, where is the market kind of going into, right? People are terrified to talk to each other, right? That's going to be a huge market. Like the dating guru scene is like blowing up like crazy right now. You go talk to a person and like you just make a friend, you're going to have like 1 million likes on your post on Instagram, right? So info products, if you're selling that stuff, I feel like it's going to make a pretty big comeback in this market. Beauty brands are going to do pretty good as well, but they're already insanely competitive. So like, what are the odds that you're going to go up against like somebody who's spending like literally 7 figures in like a week, if not a day, right? Like some of the big brands I work with literally spend $1 million plus a day. Like you wouldn't believe how much these these people spend. And the thing is, we have to like level up our marketing very aggressively. So like I went to this foot doctor place this past week. They're selling these little foot inserts. It's like their whole funnel is so dialed in. I was like actually impressed by their business, right? Because like because I started in sales before I got into marketing and stuff. So like when I walked in there, I was like, wow, this red flag's going off immediately. I'm thinking it's got to be like $500 max, and I'd be pretty mad if it's $500. It was $2,100 for shoe inserts and some foam. You get two, but like, yo, that's insanity. So you get like I think like six total things, but for 2,100, you can get the essentials packet for 1,600. But at most, that stuff costs $10 to produce. At most, they can mass produce those no problems, probably for less than $1. But they're selling it for $1,600 at the base. Sorry, it's made me kind of throw up in my mouth a little bit because it's like it's absolute insanity, right? But the thing is, their marketing is so good. Their way to get clients is so good because it's literally through referrals of like physical therapists and doctors that everybody else other than us basically bought it on the spot. We were just like, you know what, we're gonna get back to you on that one. I'll just try getting some new shoes first because I have like 50 pairs of shoes. Might as well try on a different pair of shoes first, right? So the thing is, the demand is still there. It's actually better that this is happening because a fearful market is a volatile market. So people would choose to seek out comforts. So like if you can be that comfort, if you can meet your prospect where they're at in their journey and give them some type of relief, you can still make it. But it's kind of like a vacuum effect, right? Like if you already set up, you're pretty much going to be cleaning up the market right now. But if you got some fight in you, it's a good opportunity to step up and get going. Like some of the bigger brands that I've worked with, they're like already doubling. Like pretty much every brand has already like doubled their pricing that at least I've been working with or I've seen. Even my buddy who has like an e-com store, he did this like when Trump became president. It's like the second something happened, he's like, I doubled my prices. It's like nothing changed for him. He just makes twice as much money that he did before. And I'm pretty sure he's just gonna go and do it again. So if you have good marketing, if you have a good niche, if you're a good authority figure in your market, you should be thinking of this more of like a celebration than like a panic thing, right? Because now you can charge more. But if you're starting out, if you're more not established yet, you gotta lock in, right? It's like that book, Hard Times Create Strong Men or Women or whatever. We're basically going into hard mode right now because I feel like it's just gonna get a little bit worse before it gets better anytime soon. I'm assuming things aren't gonna get remotely close to a relief until like Q4, and at that point people just kind of have to buy stuff for like Christmas, right? And that's gonna be like a relief. And I feel like that's going to be the pattern. I don't know how long. I don't really follow politics again, so I have no idea what's going to happen in the next couple of years, or what happens when like the next president comes in or whoever that's going to be, and all that jazz. So we'll keep it going, and I'll keep you guys updated as well. Maybe I'll make another update once I hear back from my suppliers. I'm seeing how they're going to handle it. What is the stuff that's happening there now? The time zone difference is great, so we're waiting for them to respond and then get a better picture of what's actually happening. So yeah, let me know if you guys want like another updated version, because this is just a quick one I made on my laptop, just to kind of get something out there for you guys. Alright, cool. Laters.